For what he has, he says that the only way that we can solve our problem is to unite together among ourselves, among our own kind, clean ourselves up, rid ourselves of the evils that we've become addicted to here in this society, and try and...
Off my dome, this is actually taught by the people who are ancestors of the Mayans in
Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man. Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man.
You don't understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. It's cool enough just being cool, like I am, chilling.
I've seen a lot of black guys, Nipsey, but you're overdoing it. Group of you together, you never can tell who's who.
My eye, plus I'm in love with a bitch I can't stand. Joe V. He looked down.
I mean, TikTok. A lot of the white content creators on TikTok get all of their dances from the black content creators. I mean, TikTok. I mean, TikTok. I mean, TikTok. I mean, TikTok. I mean, TikTok.
You're a philosopher? Yes. 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 I think very deeply. I think very deeply.
Dance with me.
You have to stop and think. What does that mean to me?
Damn white boys out there. Most of them is psychopaths and all that. They'll kill your mama's mama and you.
Decent white folk that still don't know they're racist.
What the hell you want here, hunky?
It all breaks down to, what does this mean to me? What does this event mean to me? How does this event affect my thinking, affect my way of life?
Heavy, I'm a walking dead man is what they call me when I come. Heavy, I'm a walking dead man is what they call me when I come. Heavy, I'm a walking dead man is what they call me when I come. I hit the loot juice, it pulls up in the deuce. I hit the loot juice, it pulls up in the deuce.
I just be shopping and shit. You know, drinking and shit. Do a little smoking and shit. I'm legendary in this motherfucker.
Do that dance, baby, do that dance, let's work. Do that dance, do that dance.
It's going down like this, motherfucker. It's going down like this, motherfucker. It's going down like this, motherfucker.
I just left a light in this bitch. I just left a light in this bitch. I just left a light in this.
This ain't loud enough. 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 This ain't loud.
I just left a light in this bitch. I just left a light in this.
Fuck up. Move the fuck up. Move the fuck back. Fuck up. Move the fuck
to the east, to the north, to the west, to the south, above, below, and the middle. To the east, to the north, to the west, to the south, above, below, and the center. Greetings. This is Big Pontiac, and welcome to the Chocolate Mountain Show. I am the holder of the infinite sacred ball game that was created by the Hero Twins, and I am that one and only galactic daddy-o welcoming each and every one of you to my galactic patio that reaches from Minnesota to the universe. Well, that must be my motherfucking cue to come on in. To come on in and greet everyone. Yes, tonight has been a very fun night. I think the basketball game turned out the way we all expected it to. I don't think anyone thought that the Nuggets had or that the Heat had a chance. Now, there's one thing that I noticed that didn't ring true was they did not let Michael Porter hit a three. And what did I say? They probably couldn't win, but look what they did. They let Gordon. Remember, Gordon is a 10. I think Gordon averaged 10, 12 points a game. All of a sudden, Gordon's got, what, 8, 10 points in the fourth quarter? But anyway, I forgot. Where are my manners? For my party people out there. Ooh, one cold one. Ooh, it's even colder. Yes, let's keep them in my little mini fridge. This big ass block of ice in here. So tonight's special beer, as in most nights I'm on this motherfucker, is Great Lakes Alien Nest. They're very good amber lager. I can drink it year round because I like to get down. When I'm all over town, you hear any noise, it's just me and Amber Ale, Alien Nest. So pop them if you got them. And look at this in my favorite barrel glass, Killian's. And you really wish that you could be me right now having this barrel glass of Killian's. All right. Do that dance, baby. Do that dance. Let's work it out. And tonight, as you know, I'm almost out of wax. I gotta make a call tomorrow. I got to get some more, baby. And we are going on the Unicorn Luca. Yes. So as we let it percolate. Let's give out some good Palo Alto. Give out some good Palo Alto vibes. Giving that out to everybody. Cleansing my room with it. The books, cards, myself. Yeah, so my space is cool. So everything I put out there be positive. At least I try to be. I don't like a lot of motherfuckers, so it's hard to be positive on motherfuckers you don't like. Yeah, no. Heard old. Never mind. So now it is ready. So smoke them if you want them. Ooh. Oh. All right. Lorenzo, what is happening? And I know that you have.
Got to have vision.
Jamar, 3224, what's happening? Wait. And I know you have
vision.
The one, Aggie Pride. And because you're here, I know you have to have.
Got to have vision.
DT, what is happening? Because you're here, you got to have.
Got to have vision.
General Peace, what's happening? And because you're here, I know that you must have.
Got to have vision.
Anthony G, what's happening? Because you're here, you got to have.
Got to have vision.
Let's see. And whoops. Okay. Oh, my man, PJ Allen. And I ain't even got to ask him because I know.
My bitches. You saying you can't control your bitches? What?
I know he controls his, and he's definitely got.
Got to have vision.
For real. Didn't I do that already? No. All right. Should be everybody. All right. Well, as I was saying, one thing that Michael Porter Jr. didn't shoot well, but they were shooting layups. And you noticed the game before, they're shooting all jumpers. I don't think Michael Porter Jr. hit 1 3. I'm going to tell you who they pumping up for the next game, though. That number 24 for Miami, he's going to have a great series because you could see the way he was getting them open shots that they are pushing him. It should be a sweep, but Aaron Gordon did exactly what he does. What did I call him? Elbow baseline. What did he kill him on? He did the one baseline drive that was pretty nice. But again, that's his thing. He's really a 4. He's a strict 4. 4-5 is really his position. But he's definitely a 4-5. So, I called it last night, baseline. So what did he do? They even said he did the Euro step 1 play. So we weren't surprised by anything in the game at all, other than Michael Porter Jr. not hitting threes. When he's been hitting threes the whole time, but he didn't hit one tonight. So that just shows you. They told him the basket was on, and then tonight they told him to keep on shooting because the basket ain't gonna be on. And the basket wasn't on for him. Threes wasn't even a possibility. Threes wasn't even, a factor in the game. Yeah, other than Murray. Murray was hitting threes. So the game was boring for the most part. I think it's definitely we're seeing. Well, I ain't even saying we're seeing San Antonio when they won their first one. They played I think a little tougher team, but this is a team where they're overmatched. And because, as I said, Gordon and Porter is where they overmatched. They have nobody. There's no one on the Heat squad that can match up with them two players. So it was cool. It was a fun game. It was fun to. It was nothing happened that we didn't expect to happen. So that's all I thought. Nothing happened that we didn't think was going. Everything that happened, we weren't surprised. It was a pretty boring game for the most part. Yeah. I want to. Let's see here. Okay, I just want pictures. Okay, I just want pictures. Let's see. All right, yeah, I can use some of this. Okay. I think I can use some of this. I can use some stills. Loud enough. Am I loud enough? I just draw. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can hone this in. Excuse me. All right. Let's see where I can hone this in to prove my point. All right. So if y'all don't want to hear the spoiler to the Spider-Verse, this ain't the night for you. This is the spoiler for the Spider-Verse. And I'm going to tell you something that ain't nobody going to break down, but I'm going to break down as much as I can. I got a new name, y'all. I got a new name. We're going to call him the Gipper. God in Pennsylvania. We're going to call him the Gipper. So the God in Pennsylvania, we have this spider, but this spider is also looking like the Punisher. And then we have almost like the Knights Templars kind of helmets. If you see this Spider-Man, this is the Spanish Spider. No, this is the Spanish Spider-Man. This girl, she has little girl books too. This Spider-Man, and if y'all know her name, y'all know her name. But Gipper, this is the whole. Let me find her. Let me show you what I mean. Let me find her. Let me find her. Okay, this is an interesting character. This is called the Hole. And the Hole, literally, you know, we've seen the other ones where they can, you know, go open up portals left and right. And that's what he's doing. He's trying to steal from this ATM because he's opening up portholes. So this is the main antagonist, but that is not what I want to show. That is not what I want to show. Right here. Nope, right back. Her. Right here. Her whole story, this Spider-Man, and again, what you're looking at is Adam and Eve, or you're looking at the hero twins. More a seer in a set almost. Except he doesn't die. But her storyline, hey, Gipper, is nothing but magenta. Because what they do is kind of, I don't know, we get cheated a little bit. Because they tell her storyline, then they go to a different, so it's like cut up stories in a way. But you see this? All her story is in magenta. Even look at her outfit. Her outfit is magenta. But when the movie begins, it is almost entirely magenta. Oh, her. Where's she at? Where'd she go? I can't. It's not staying on her. Okay. She has little girl books. When I was working at a book depository, I didn't realize that this character has little girl books too. But again, she's, the melanated woman Spider-Man. This is interesting character. This is the punk rocker, but this is Jimi Hendrix. They put Jimi Hendrix in the Spider-Verse. When he takes his mask off and you really look at what his power is from, this is Jimi Hendrix. This is the animated Jimi Hendrix. But look at it. I mean, almost magenta, look at this. Again, magenta. The whole movie is not. But yeah, this is the superhero Jimi Hendrix. Whoops. Loud enough. Am I loud enough? All right, this is the Indian. Again, we're getting the politically correct. This is the Indian Spider-Man. And this, again, gets us into the Spider Universe, where everybody's staying and stuff. You saw the commercial. But look again. I mean, just magenta everywhere. Everywhere magenta. It's hardly a scene you don't see magenta. And so whatever magenta is for the Beast, it's here. It is definitely here. And this is, I think, the Spanish one that, he doesn't. Our hero in this movie is called like the One. When they break it down into the webverse, he wasn't supposed to get his powers. Now, let me see if I can. No, I probably can't, but I'll do it later. But so he was called the same thing as the One. A mistake. Every now and then they put the One in the program. And so he was a mistake. This Miles was not supposed to be in it. Again, magenta. Every time she's in it, it's magenta. Every shot you see her in, it's magenta. Look at this. Again, magenta. Every time, showing you the Beast is saying hello. But again, you pretty got the hero twins, the same power, the hero twins. Why wouldn't they love each other? They're the same. So you got that going on. But you see, and man, I've got to find the dude who they copied him off of. It's a young actor from the 80s they copied him after, and I got to find him. I can picture him in my face, but I can't I can't think of his name, but it's like, again, this ain't even, and this is another thing is they go back and forth from computer to the bubble style cartoon, and all that was kind of cool. All that was kind of cool. But every shot magenta, and this is Peter Parker's daughter. It's almost like the Supers. When the Supers had a baby, it's the same kind of thing. So this was kind of stale writing, stale character. See, this is Peter Parker, but look at what he's wearing. A magenta robe. I tell you, every time she's in a shot, but Peter Parker's wearing the magenta robe. Magenta again. The anomaly. That's the word I was looking for. This Peter Parker is an anomaly. He wasn't supposed to be bit. But again, we know who bit him. He gets bit by the number 42 spider. Now, come on. The melanated character gets bit by the number 42. 42 is supposed to be the number of the experiment. So, but again, you see this? Magenta. Every shot this chick is in, they throw magenta behind her. So it makes you think she's the beast. But every shot. And of course, this is Miles' daddy. Miles' daddy plays a couple different roles. Look like Bubba Smith. And, Miles ends up having to make a choice. He's about to save the world. I'll say this, though. The animation was outstanding. I mean, the way they would go from computer to the old Scooby-Doo animation. I mean, because we get, what's the little buggy, the car called? The car and the shark. They put the car in here. So it was the little Doom buggy. But like, look at the animation. This is some of the most outstanding animation ever. You see how they try to do the old style, but even though this is computer, the animation was some of the best ever. And I'm just going through these pictures. I'm not even going through my notes, so. But again, the magenta thing is very strong in this movie. So this movie is for the beast. And again, the spooks, the spooks. All right. Yeah, but look at this. I mean, just look at the animation. I mean, this is outstanding. I mean, the animation to go from one style, go from computer back, CG. I mean, it's just beautiful. Other than the overplay of the magenta, the animation, like, look at this. This is just outstanding. I mean, to see this on a big screen, make sure you got all the IMAX. But it's like every scene, magenta, 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 magenta. And then, of course, Max tricks him in the end, and he gets him to do what he wants him to do. And he wins the day, of course. We have... Now, this is what's interesting. This part and this scene is a copy of the LeBron James Space Jams. The problem with the parents, you got the genius son, they don't understand the problem with the parents. I mean, it's like, come on. You guys can't think of any other screenplay? But again, here, Alsair, Alset, what was it called with Will Smith? When Will Smith was a superhero, and then remember the chick came. It's the same thing. They're giving you the same thing. Alsair set, pretty much. Yeah, they're giving you the same thing. They're giving you the same thing from Hitchcock. Hitchcock is what I'm thinking about. Again, from Hitchcock. They're giving you that same kind of thing from Hitchcock. Remember, he can turn invisible. He can also throw electric charges at people. And again, the Spanish guy hates him. The Spanish Spider-Man realizes he's the anomaly, so he wants to kill him, but he doesn't have enough power to kill him. The Fifth Element. I mean, if you look at what they're trying to show here, let me get it. The way the traffic goes in the different directions. This is from the Fifth Element. We saw this kind of thing in the Fifth Element in a movie. So, an old movie at that. But again, magenta, every scene, she's magenta. Look at her hair, every scene. And again, he wants to kill the anomaly. They're the special force to take care of anomalies. And this wrist, this right here, this is what stops them from glitching. So long as they have this wristband, they can go to any dimension without glitching. So that's the importance of having this. And this goes back to Dick Tracy. You know, this is some Dick Tracy shit from the 20s. All right. All right, now let me get into my notes that I haven't said already. Allow. Say my fiance all right. All right. As I said before, one thing that you have to understand, maybe I should let me see if I can find it. Let me see if any of this let's see. Let me okay. Let me see if I see it anymore. I don't. Maybe not. So I need to. I know. Okay. Here we go. Oh, excuse me. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Right here. All right. Let me bring this up. And this is something ain't nobody gonna get. And I do want to thank my brother BJ. PJ, thank you for this because nobody else is going to get this if I can get it. Right here. Nobody else is going to get this. Okay. Why is it doing that? I need this. Come on. Why is it like that? It's not giving me. Okay. Let's go back here. All right, I need to go the other way. Sorry. Oh, why is it like this? Why can't I get it clear? Can't get it clear. I don't know. My computer's acting funny. All right. PJ sent this last night, and we're seeing number 42. I'm not understanding why it showed last night, but this is bullshit. It is bullshit. But this Brooklyn and 42, and I don't know why. This is some bullshit because it came in last night. Now it doesn't want to come in. Let's see if I can get it in clear. Yeah, it's not letting me get it in clear. It's bullshit. Let's see. Maybe was that going to get it in clear? I don't know. It's acting funny. You supported it last night and some bullshit tonight. Okay. All right. What does it mean it's in use? I don't care. All right. We'll make this clear. You see this right here where it says Brooklyn? And I don't know why this shit ain't doing it. See if it'll do it this time. But you see that? It says 42 in Brooklyn. All right. And for some reason, it will not come in clear. My computer is on some bullshit. Did this last night. But this 42 Brooklyn, you know who grew up in Brooklyn? You know who this 42 represents? Bedford-Stuyvesant is in Brooklyn. And Connie Hawkins grew up in Bedford-Stuyvesant. So, yes, the spider number 42 does mean nigga. But the 42 with the jersey on is somebody there who had a part to do with this movie was a Connie Hawkins fan. And he wears that jersey. No. He wears that jersey because of Connie Hawkins. And so he's not wearing that jersey because of the nigga. Now, the spider that bit him, number 42, that means nigga. But the jersey he's wearing means Connie Hawkins. Yeah, it's on some bullshit tonight. And so I wanted to get that in. I wanted the people to understand that's what you're seeing. And so 42 doesn't always mean, the Jackie Robinson. In this instance, we see it. Like, I don't understand this shit. Why is it pixelated? This is some bullshit. Wasn't pixelated last night when I was showing this shit. And so again, what we're seeing is, talking about my phone is in use. It was used last night. Shit, motherfuckers on some bullshit. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. Let's do that. Oh, I wonder. Now, let's see. Loud enough. But yeah, it's a good movie. I'll go through my notes. Let's see if this see if I can bring this up. Let's see. Still this file. Oh well. Yeah, it's on some bullshit tonight. All right, that's all right. All right. So the 42 that you see when you see Miles dressed up is Connie Hawkins. All right. Now, let me get into it. Had to go back under my notes. All right. Okay. Another part nobody else is going to get, and I never had got this about Spider-Man. All right. This is no one else is going to get this. I already know that. So, one reason why you want to wear silver, and for people that astral travel, and I mean really get deep into it, you can never get lost. You can always find your body because there's a silver cord that connects you. And so when you're looking at this scene, and you're seeing all them connected by this silver cord, you see? So you can never get lost in the astro, the ethers, whatever, because you're connected. That's what this silver cord means. That's what Spider-Man means. It shows your connection to source. Now, this is a little bit of string theory, no doubt. But that's the point of this. That's the point of the spider and the rope. The rope part is you're always connected to source. That's what this is trying to tell you with these webs. I mean, two things. It is again, a little bit of string theory. You move through the strings, the information moves through the strings, but this is the silver cord that we're all connected with. So I don't think many going to get that. I think that's going to go by a lot of people's heads, that's the string that connects us to source. Yeah, the child daddy issues, the hero twins. Another part is when they talk about rebuilding civilization, because they go back and say how, I'm trying to remember where I put that. But another part, and my son would love this. It talks about it's a kind of a how to restart. So if they get rid of Miles, get rid of the anomaly, they can restart everything. And that's Dr. Science. If any of you know the anime Dr. Science is full of is the science. But it was like, okay, this is Dr. Science. You know, you get rid of anomaly, start again with science. So that was Dr. Science. Now, another part that comes up, and it doesn't show it here. I mean, they don't show it here. But this, okay. All right. No, it's not him. But they have, you see, the central computer, when they come here, their central computer is nothing but the My. Okay. Oh, and this cat here, this is Jimi Hendrix. This character here, this is the punk Spider-Man, but this is Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix. They give him a British accent, but this is Jimi Hendrix. The purple, you see it? But let's see. Let's see, maybe. Ooh. All right, so a lot of times when this guy talks, when he talks, there's a little thing right here. And the little thing is the My. Man, it's kind of goes back to old movies, remember, where it's like on your shoulders be, you know, the good angel and the bad angel, you know. And they had a little thing on the shoulder right here. It was the My. It was the My. Again, so they put the My has put itself into this movie, which was kind of interesting. It was kind of interesting. Seeing if I can catch any of it. Let's see. They show a scene of the My. But I like this movie. I liked it a lot. I don't want anybody to think I didn't like it. I liked it. Melanated, you know, with melanated characters being the lead. Yeah, they don't show any pictures of the My. I was trying to catch some pictures of it. Nah, no pictures of it. This other movie is the best. So, you know, we see the master computer being the My. Remember when I was showing the bracelets? Everybody had the bracelets, and the bracelets is the way you can get through again, cutting the cord. Again, you're cutting your cord from self. The Jimi Hendrix character says something really cool. Let me see if I can catch him again right here. He says something really cool. The punk rock Spider-Man. Is that him? No. Okay, so Miles tells the Jimi Hendrix Spider-Man that he was cool with his outfit. You know, when he looked at his outfit was cool. You know, he's like, man, you're cool. And then he pulled off his top and, you know, he looked like a brother. And he was like, you were really cool with that outfit. And the brother tells him, I was cool the whole time, even with the mask on. That was clever. That was clever writing. Says I was cool the whole time. We see a Stargate. We definitely see a Stargate. I gotta break this down too. I forgot to mention this when right here. Not only does Peter have magenta, Peter's character is them peoples. He is them peoples in this movie. If you look at him, his profile, he's got the nose, he's them peoples. So he's them peoples in the movie. I don't know if the character he was them peoples, but in this movie, he is them peoples. He is them peoples. So you know they couldn't help. Let's see. They couldn't help that part. Yeah, here we go. This whole character with the robe and the baby, but I mean, he's them peoples. That's what you get out of his character is them peoples. The way he talks and everything, he is them peoples. Okay, so one thing they break down, here we go. One thing they break down, and I can break it down like this. So each dimension they go to is looked at as a canon. So the canon is the story of Peter's uncle gets killed, or the police officer gets killed. So it happens across multi-universes. Peter's uncle gets killed where they put the police officer gets killed. So it goes through the multi-universes. So that's what the canons are. So Spot also finds that. So each time they go to a different multiverse, it is looked at as a canon because the story is the same. So, this Peter has his own canon. This Spider-Man, the Spanish Spider-Man has his own canon. So each event is looked at as a canon. She has her own canon. All of them have their own canon. But again, he's the anomaly. And look at what we see here. Again, the all-seeing eye of Marduk or Yadaboeth. It's the same. I mean, they think they can sneak this shit in here, but it's the same. They're dealing with the same entity. Let me see. Any more notes? And one of the Spider-Man says, the harder I tried, the more damage I did, which meant sacrifice. Because there's people, when you save people, there's always people sacrifice. So I thought that was interesting. The Spider-Man said, the harder I tried to save everything, the more damage I did. And again, he is the one. And what it ends up doing is, you just like Neo, you write your own story. You change your story. Yeah, change the story, do your own thing. Change your story and do your own thing. And then Miles breaks the my. Miles kills the my. He's able to defeat the my. Because the whole is used as the my, and Miles is able to defeat it. And Miles, he stops from being the anomaly to being the one. Again, this is a look of the Mai. Again, this sister, this is the Mai. We saw the last Matrix, the Animatrix that, they was dealing with, the Mai in this kind of body style. Now, this isn't the little one on the shoulder, but then again, this is the Mai as a character. This character here is the Mai. You see, she's a person outside, but she's also the person inside. Inside the computer. She's outside the computer, but she's inside the computer too. So they want you to love the Mai. They're making the Mai try to look, more like you need the Mai around you. And again, this is the Spot without the spots. This is the arch image. This is the one that changes. And this is interesting. Because if you look at this would for the people believe in white supremacy, this is what they're showing you, This is white supremacy. Moving through dimensions is when he gets, the melanated people are the stains on him. He's pure in this form, but he's the whole, and the melanated people are the whole. You dig? Let's see, right here. No, why is it not there? Where's it at? Skipping over. Right there. The whole. The melanated people, we are the whole. We're the new dimension. We're the ones that they can use to jump dimensions, but that's what the holes mean. Goes from purity, And I mean, this is just outstanding that they let, a melanated person have strong characters. Again, she has little girl books. I didn't even realize that, this was her. She has little girl books. And of course, the old and the new, the change. He's fighting the change. They don't want the change. They've got to shut down the anomaly. And of course, you know, the young and the old. We have the Mexican, the Islanders. I mean, it's kind of what they're trying to show you here. And so all in all, it was a pretty good movie. I think that's all my notes. Again, it's hard to take notes. I forgot my pad. But yeah, Miles breaks the machine. Miles breaks the Miles resets it. He goes from being the anomaly, because what they tell you is Miles shouldn't even got bit. The dude who becomes the Spot was saying that he should have been the one that got bit, but 42 was not meant for him. 42, they tell you, it actually kind of jumped dimensions to bite Miles, to make Miles have the gift. So, it was a good movie. I had a good time. It was a good movie. I would recommend it if you're into anime. I don't know who's into anime, but yeah, it's good. Anthony G, it's a good movie. Oh, no problem. No problem. Video games look similar to that too. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, the graphics is outstanding. The graphics is outstanding. Spike Lee, Jackie Robinson. Yeah, that's why Spike Lee and Do the Right Thing wore 42. Now, as we saying, you know, we can't see when we look at 42, we can't. I mean, Jackie Robinson is a traitor to the melanated people. There's no doubt about that. And he was branded being a traitor, and I think that shortened his life. I mean, you know, lifestyle too. You know, he had diabetes really bad. I think he had both his legs removed by the time he died. But the pressure of him knowing he destroyed the Negro Leagues. Because believe me, when they made that move, they knew TV contracts was coming. And if the Negro Leagues could have held out to 57 or 58, eventually they'd have been on TV. And I've said this many times before. So, CWS, what's happening? And I know from watching me, you must have.
Got to have vision.
Yeah, so that's what we call the Jackie Robertson. Most of the time, 42 is making fun of us. It is a mocking, but not every time. I said, you know, somebody gave, when you see that shirt, Brooklyn, and it says 42, that's Connie Hawkins. It ain't nobody else going to break that down. Nobody else is going to catch that. He's wearing a Brooklyn shirt where Connie Hawkins is from. Bedford-Stuyvesant is in Brooklyn. And that Brooklyn 42 is a celebration of Connie Hawkins, the original 42. So, and I don't think many people gonna catch that. Was Gucci Black Panther? I don't know. Looks like a Sandler. Why? Oh, okay, I know what I need to do. Okay, here we go. Looks like Adam Sandler. I always put a you know who in the film. Yeah, I was tripping when I saw that. I was like, look at this. They done put this sucker in here. Yeah, it looks like Adam Sandler. Yeah, they put them peoples in there. You know, that's just how they do it. But it was a good movie. I had a good time. Made it back. I went early. You know, the movies open up every Thursdays. And didn't get a bucket. Should have got a Spider-Man bucket. But the bartender, again, where the Imagine Studios are here in Edina, they have I wear the shirt that shows the axe toss. And so, I've always been cool with the bartender. I've always been cool because he filled my shit up. It'd be like, my shit be filled up, But he told me, he's like, yeah, man. Because I told him, motherfucker stole my shirt. He's like, oh, that's fucked up. Because he knew I had bought a shirt before, so I bought another shirt. He's like, yeah, man, I'm about to go to Toronto. I'm like, what's up? But he's like, yeah, I'm going to Toronto to throw axes and shit. He said he's one of the best axe throwers in the state. And, where the bar is, the axe, and the league starts in a couple weeks. I thought about doing it, throwing axe. But again, summertime to be inside for an hour and throwing axes. I don't know. But so I was like, my man. So, that's cool that brother, he works at a place where he can practice all the time. And he might be my bodyguard one day, because I've got some shit where I've designed axes, lightweight, where, you never know. Mug could woof and arm get chopped off or something. See, that's the kind of bodyguards you need. And then next week comes next Thursday, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. No, maybe next Friday is Transformers. Transformers comes out next week. It's not next Thursday because the 5th is Monday. Yeah, I don't think it comes out until, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, there's no early previews. It said comes out in the studios the 9th. I'll see if there's early previews. There's early previews next Wednesday. I'll go see it. But if not, I'll just have to see it next Friday. But Transformers will be here next Friday. So we go to a lot of movies, and I'm sure my daughter wants to see that. So definitely. Before it was called Bedford-Side, it was called Weeksville, a wealthy melanated community. Oh, thank you, Lorenzo. Jeffrey Lane, what's happening?
Got to have vision.
The spider that first bought from another universe to make Miles Spider-Man was Earth 42. Yeah. And they do give, they do give, what Earths they are. But yeah, and they go to the Spider-Man that rode a horse. I mean, they give you for real comic book lovers, they throw a lot of the older Spider-Mans in if you've studied it that long. Because Spider-Man comes from 63, 64. The first time you see Spider-Man is the addition of the Fantastic Four. So that's 62, 63, somewhere in there. Wasn't the 50s. Spider-Man is the 60s. So Adam Sandler is one of those people, but I like his movies. I'm going to theater to see the Transformers. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be up in the Transformers. You can believe that. I'm gonna be up in there next. If it come out next Thursday, but it said today, next Friday. So I don't know if there's gonna be Thursday premieres or not, but they said next Friday. So I'm sure other people can look, and there might be little things I missed, but I broke it down mostly. Beautiful shot movie. The animation. I'll say this: the animation, cartoons, because the Japanese want to say they're the only ones that have true anime, but they cover everything. They go from computer to anime to the old fashioned, like I said, the old fashioned bump style cartoon. They're really thoughtful for the old generation of cartoon people. So I thought that was clever. I thought that was really clever. Yeah, and then The Flash comes out the 16th, which I think is actually the week after. The 16th is when The Flash comes out. The Flash is going to be some bad shit. Yeah, The Flash comes out. Yeah, so next Friday, Transformers, and then the following Friday is The Flash, the 16th. So for moviegoers. So I'm boom, boom, boom. So yeah, my daughter definitely gonna go see the Transformers with us next Friday, and then so she'll probably go see Flash with us too, if she wants. So, and Jeffrey says they had over 300 different versions. Yeah, and they really do a good job of touching into not all of them, but some of them, which I thought was a great job. I really was impressed with that. They're bringing back all the X-Men in Deadpool 3, and Enter the Spider-Verse 3 is going to bring Miles into live action. They want everyone in the Secret Wars. Oh, thank you for that. But it is a visually beautiful movie to watch. You won't be disappointed. Again, if you like that kind of thing, you'll love it. Yeah, The Flash. Yeah, oh yeah. And I might have to get the bucket for The Flash. I might definitely have to get the bucket for The Flash. I didn't get the bucket today. That shit is expensive. Them buckets damn near 20, 30 bucks. Like 20 bucks, and by the time you get popcorn in them, then they tell you, you can get popcorn free for that day. You try to bring it. They try to tell you, for the month, and it ain't really like that. They own some bullshit. So I didn't get the Spider-Man bucket. But eventually I'm going to get some shelves in here and, get the movie stuff, put the movie stuff up. So the file cannot be opened because the device is in use. Don't even have to do all that bullshit. But that's okay. So, I'm sure others can break it down and get their take on it. Spider-Man is part of the problem with Doctor Strange and the incursions in time. They're trying to make something truly epic. I believe Wesley might return as Blade for a second one too. Okay. The MCU might not make it to Secret Wars. That's my main man, Siova. And to come check me out, you've got to have.
You got to have vision.
So, that's interesting, Siova. But it was a good movie. The movies have really been good. I haven't been really disappointed. As I said, I saw The Machine and I watched the trailer and I was like, the trailer was funny and the movie was funny. It was funny. And it didn't appear like it was very expensive to make either. So you take out of it what you want. I would suggest it. I liked it, so it's up to you if you like it or not. Yeah, so that was my evening. Let's go to right here. Yes. All right. You know what I like doing, y'all. I like seeing, what the Great White North has been happening. Because, it'd be shit around me be happening. But I don't even know about it. Where was it? Might have been another, but let me see. I can bring this in. Look at this. Always, this is like one thing of when you're by Democrats. Democrats is historically, want to give people shit. But look at this shit. Where is it? This blah 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 blah. Where was the? Okay. We got my favorite, my man Frank. Frank is again looking good. Frank is always looking good, But let's see what Frank got to say.
Millions of Minnesotans, the rebate checks are part of a $3 billion tax bill lawmakers passed this session. So how much could you get? Good question. Kirsten Mitchell shows you what you need to know to get your money.
It's official. Rebate checks will soon be in the pockets of 2.5 million Minnesotans.
And while Minnesota had a surplus, we're going to make sure we use it wisely.
Okay, well, let me tell you. When he first gave this idea, it was enough money to give everybody at least $1,000. It was enough money to give everybody in the state at least $1,000. And listen to this bullshit they're about to say.
So how much money could you get? Well, it's all based on your 2021.
She looks good. I like her skirt. I like her hair's always whipped. She always does a good job. Let's go.
On income. If you made $75,000 or less, expect a check of $260.
Oh, I only make $150 a year. So, I'm going to swerve with $250. I can get me some tacos. I only make $150 a year, so I would make way less than that. I only make, you guys know, I am the most successful man in the world that only makes $150 a year. I'm the most successful man. Nobody can be as successful as me on only $150. And I'm going to be the $350 a year man when I get this. So you see that?
Couples making $150,000 or less will get $520. Parents in those income brackets will also get another $260 per child.
Okay, this knocks a lot of people out. Let me show you.
Parents in $50,000.
Okay, this knocks a lot of folks out. Right here.
This knocks a lot of people out. But I'll say this. The average salary in Minneapolis is about 100. I mean, in the Twin Cities, I don't know too many people that make less than this. Like my daughter's mother makes more than this. So she's single mother. Well, I mean, we have shared custody, but she makes more than this. So she won't get this. Yet we share custody. So it's kind of bogus, but let's go.
$260. Couples making $150,000 or less will get
Okay. Most couples I know make $250,000 to $1 million. Most couples I know make way more than this. My best friend, I mean, I know they're not going to qualify for this. They make way more than this. And he has 2 children, but he won't get this. So I don't know very many people that are going to get this. I mean, they really put it out of the reach of most people because most people couples make more than this. I know several couples, I mean, they make 100 each. So that puts them out just because, that puts them out. 50,000, they make 50,000 too much. But again, this is chump change.
$520. Parents in those income brackets will also get another $260 per child, up to 3 kids.
So the maximum credit for a family of 5 would be $1,300.
Childcare these days, especially during the pandemic, it was a very stressful.
Yeah, you can tell she ain't getting it no more. Ain't nobody giving it to her no more. She looking like that, but let's go.
Parents. So I think it's a good way to acknowledge that.
The Minnesota Department of Revenue will send 250,000 checks every day for 10 business days early this fall.
The first thing you should do is to see if you qualify. Where can you find that information?
Man, she looks good today. Look at her. Look at her. I mean, that's put together nicely. She's always put together nicely. Let's go. But look at him. That is frumpy as shit. Pants sloppy. Suits not fitting him right. Oh, my goodness. Let's go.
Find that information. Go to line 1. Remember, line 1.
Line 1 of your 20.
Okay, he needs to go to somewhere else to get his ties. That's some ugly shit. What, like, really? This is some clown looking shit right here. Look at this clown shit. Now I'll give him money. I'll give him points for I like the collar. The collar's cool, but the suit is, he's a frumpy dude in the suit. He threw him some fake hair up there, but let's go.
Line 1.
Line 1 of your 2021 state tax return shows your federally adjusted gross income.
That's the number to see if you qualify.
Yeah, I qualify. 150. That's what goes on I make 150 a year, so that makes it but next year I'll be up. Next year, if they give me this 350, I'll be up there, y'all. I'll be 350 a year.
They need to do anything?
Yeah, 350 a year. I'm gonna live like a millionaire. They give me 350 a year. I'm gonna live like a millionaire, y'all. Watch.
To get this money?
If your banking information or your address has not changed since that 2021 return, there's nothing you have to do.
But if it has changed since 2021, you'll need to update your information.
It's not set up yet.
Oh, they about to send me some shit. I already see that. They're gonna say, hey, this man is the most successful man and only make 150 a year. We can make him the 450 year $1 man.
But probably for sure by July, we will have a website set up that you can make those changes. And then at that point, there's nothing further you'll have to do.
They'll send them through direct deposit or in the mail.
And that's why you want your address to be correct.
That's correct.
So what if you lived in Minnesota for only part of the year in 2021?
Yeah, it's going to be prorated based on the amount of time that you spent in Minnesota.
Hey, I'm looking forward to the future because next year I am going to definitely be able to say I'm the $450 man, not the $150 man. But let's
I wish
go.
they would reduce our taxes.
Look how cute she is. Look at the hair blowing and shit.
I think it'll help people who need it.
Well, these.
Okay, was he a bum? Like, why? He didn't look like he needed it, but I don't know. Like, how did you go out of the house looking like this? It's like, did you sleep in this shirt, dude? Like, really? Like, why? Like, they just get like the most uncouth. Look at his outfit, y'all. Shoes beat up. I have some Buster Brown pants and shoes. Look at this ugly, like too tight, ugly shirt. Like, what's the deal? What's he doing? He is out of the heat. This is a police officer. What was he protecting her? Is he keeping people away from her? Why is he under the shade next to the toilet? This mug is next to the toilet. His donuts might have not been that good. He's like, hey, I need, he just came out of there. And you really, after you take a dump in one of these, you really can't wash your hands because all they give you is chemicals, and feces cannot be washed off with chemicals, y'all. You got to have soap to kill feces. So, he just came out of there. Come on. We know he just came out of there, but let's go. Okay.
Taxes. In conjunction with that, I think it'll help people.
Even though he's dressed ugly, he's not going to get it. He makes too much money.
Who need it?
Will these rebate checks be taxed?
They will not be taxed, of course, on the Minnesota
Look, I only make $150 a year. I don't know what taxed is.
side. We are finding out right now if they're going to be taxed on the federal side.
The rebate checks will total $1.15 billion and come from the state's record-setting $7.5 billion surplus.
Well, if you got extra.
Okay, did you hear that? They're only giving away $1.5 billion out of $7 billion surplus. Now, realistically, the surplus comes from COVID money. That is a fact. But, this is all they're giving the people. And they need to give her $1 billion just to help her out.
I mean, I could take $1 billion here or there.
Yeah, you could take a lot, kicking your ass.
In St. Paul.
It's a small, but...
I just have fun with it. That's not the story I was looking for, though. That is not the story. Let's see. This might be it, right? Yeah, this might be it.
What if you could do?
I don't know if I could do it. This is the story. Yeah, this is the story. Like if we think of the cat that got killed in California, Pop Smoke, he got one of the guys going to end up spending 4 years in prison for first-degree murder. First-degree murder is planned and go do it. Lay in wait. That's first-degree murder. But because he was a teen, he's only getting 4 years in prison. So this is kind of a common problem that they're facing here, and let them tell it.
During the first 4 months of this year, nearly 2,000 Kias and Hyundais were stolen in Minneapolis. That's nearly 18 times the number from the same time last year. And it's not just happening in Minneapolis. Today, 2 boys, just 12 and 14 years old, were arrested in Crystal after allegedly leading police on a chase in a stolen Kia. While the exact details of this case are not known, it does resemble.
Okay, Ellie Mae Clampett, god damn, this is some ugly shit. You're on TV wearing your granny's sundress. Like, check this out, y'all. She went in the store. This chick probably makes $2+ a year, and she bought some ugly shit like this. Okay, let's go.
A larger, troubling trend based off the so-called Kia boys on TikTok and the copycats they're inspiring. Tonight, Danny Spiewak looks into what's being done to stop it.
Another day, another stolen Kia.
It's a prolific problem.
This time, Crystal police arrested a 14-year-old driver and 12-year-old passenger on Thursday morning after a short chase.
Those ages are very concerning.
Crystal Deputy Police Chief Brian Hubbard says the 14-year-old driver has been arrested 3 times in the last month and a half for stealing cars. He remains in juvenile detention, but police say the 12-year-old passenger went home with his mom and has since run away.
It's become a game for them, partly because it can be.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. So they let him go because he's too young to get him for joyriding, and then he goes home and he's like, fuck you, mom. Or did they snatch him? But he runs away. Okay. I don't even know what to say about that. How, you get out of a car chase and you be like, fuck, I got to get in more trouble. Okay, let's go.
There really is no ramification for their behavior.
In Ramsey County this week, Sheriff Bob Fletcher says deputies also arrested 2 12-year-olds for stealing a Hyundai.
Now we're dealing with 12, 13, 14-year-olds on a regular basis. And the problem is that the juvenile justice system isn't really designed to deal with 12 and 13.
Okay, you really need to have a radio. I mean, this is a prop. He really needed to have a radio. Let's go.
Year-old felonies.
Last year, Care 11 Investigates reviewed cases of more than 200 juveniles charged with serious crimes since 2020. and found that 3 out of 4 were repeat offenders.
And typically they reoffend in a very short period of time. And the judges are telling us, hey, we don't have the resources, we don't have the places to send people.
On Thursday, the state organized a meeting on juvenile justice with 50 law enforcement.
Okay. Tell you what, I have a way of dealing with these little motherfuckers. Give me a pole barn. Definitely give me some places to tie people up, you know, like with their hands and shit. And when they do this shit, if they're, what age would we say? If they're 15 and younger, let us whoop their ass. You know, let us whoop their ass. Because whooping their ass will have a longer effect than just holding them, you know, holding them in a box. Let them get their ass whooped the whole time they being held, and I think we would see some changes. But let's go.
Enforcement officials, prosecutors, and social services workers.
I think the most pressing concern that we were hearing from people is that how do we fully develop a full system response to juvenile crime?
Bob Jacobson heads the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
This is a team sport to be able to solve this problem.
That includes community leaders.
I'm seeing it from 12 to 18. Young people that are way too violent.
African American Leadership Council President Tyrone Terrell works directly with kids most likely to commit serious crimes.
There's no.
What is this? Oh, they shot up in a school. These are the 3 boys that shot up into a school, and they say this Hyundai was stolen.
Me a trigger somewhere along the way. What triggered me to go into that life? It takes a village to raise a child. We need the village to stand up.
Well, if they going by your style, I mean, you lose, brother. You knew you was on TV and you wearing this bullshit hat, and okay, let's go.
Yeah, the village needs to be there for these young people.
So does the state have a system to track juveniles?
You know, not really. And actually, that's something that the Department of Public Safety Commissioner brought up today, that they talked about this in the meeting today, this afternoon. They're just...
Okay, this is some ugly shit. Golly, dude. The shirt, that shirt you can get anywhere. I don't think this shirt comes from Macy's. This suit. This is probably a Macy's suit too. Maybe it is a Macy's shirt, but you cheaped out, buddy. Your look is really cheap, but let's go.
Discussing ways to improve data and tracking systems so that they have a better idea of who is actually committing these crimes and how often they're reoffending. That's kind of...
And I mean, look at how she accessorized. I don't know what this is, and she got a little tennis bracelet, but look at this ugly ass top. Like, she really looked at like, hey, that's cute. I wear it on the news. That shit is ugly as hell. This ain't loud enough. This shit is ugly as hell. This ain't loud enough. Ugly as hell. This ain't loud enough. Okay, let's go. What else you got to say?
Kind of a major gap that they just don't have that data.
Yeah, and then after that, what to do then, right? It sounds like we just don't have the systems in place yet.
Whoop they la last. That's what I say. Torture. Torture is the thing that put them people's mind on turning around for a minute. That's the only thing that worked. So torture on these little motherfuckers. That's what I say. Torture. Torture. This ain't loud enough. Torture. This ain't loud enough. That's what I say. Torture. That was, yeah, these little motherfuckers. That was, let me see. I think they had another one for me. Yeah, I should show this one, but it's some bullshit. Okay, this makes no sense. Check this out.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
We've had record snow, record rain, and yet, well, we had record snow, but yet they want you to believe this. This is what they want you to believe. Now, they just been talking about all the rivers been flooding and shit, but look at this. Look at they want you to think. It could be drought, though.
Extremely wet winter and spring. Minnesota is very dry. The latest drought monitor shows over half the state.
Okay, this is bullshit. All the rivers are still at their max. All right? All the rivers. Everywhere you live on water here, they're high. So this is bullshit. This is another fear program.
Is abnormally dry. Tonight, Devon Roming takes a closer look at why.
As the sun beats down on Minnesota, healing us of our winter blues, this extra heat has climatologists seeing yellow on the state's drought monitor.
Okay, see, this is bullshit. It's only been nice for a week. And they're telling you that all this water that they've been showing you been flooding and the water's just receding, now it's a drought. This is a lie. This is this democratic global warming. That's what this bullshit is. This is a lie. This is the news telling a lie, the news pushing propaganda. Because, hey, it's water. It's water all through where they trying to show you. Right here. Look at this. You really think this big body of water and all this is dry when this big body of water? Mississippi come right through here. They lying.
It is cause for concern, and it is worthy of noting as abnormally dry.
Which for some may come as a surprise.
We had the third snowiest winter on record. We saw record flooding here a couple months ago. All this extra moisture, why are we talking about drought conditions right now?
Even when you are.
Okay, let's talk about your shirt, buddy. Come on now. Come on now. You on TV, and this is the best you could do. You just no t-shirt on, and you just came in and put your shirt on and say, hey, this is a good TV shirt. Come on. You can't be slipping, baby. You on TV. You got to be crispy. You got to be clean.
No.
Even when you are fully recovered, you know, it's really only 4 to 6 weeks of dryness to start drying things out. And if we don't start...
We don't believe that. That is a lie. Let's go.
Start getting some wet stuff on the ground, we can certainly start.
This is propaganda. This ain't loud enough. It's propaganda. This ain't loud. It's propaganda. This ain't loud. It's propaganda. This is propaganda. So recognize propaganda when you see it is why I'm showing it.
Slipping back into drought regardless of how wet our winter was.
Which is why experts say the summer months are most critical to avoid extreme drought conditions similar to what we've seen the last 2 summers.
May and June are our wettest months, and that is when we really need those rains for all, of course, the gardens and the farm.
Now, yes, last year we did see it. Well, year before, not really last year, but the year before. So we're 23. The 21, it was dry, but not now, not now. And I like this chick. She's my favorite news lady.
And the farm fields, and we didn't get it in May. That's for sure. We were 2 inches plus behind for the month of May. So that is why the abnormally dry area.
See, she's my favorite newspaper. And look at how cute she got her outfit. Her outfit's cute. But again, look at him. He wearing this ugly shirt, ashy looking legs, ashy looking arms. Come on, what is this watch, baby? Come on. But I mean, like, why? Like you look like you rolled on the ground before they put you on TV. You so wrinkly, and this shirt is too young for you, baby. And you wearing these. Damn.
Of Minnesota in the last 7 days doubled.
Wait a minute. Did she just throw a hand signal? God damn, she did. Watch her throw this hand signal.
Doubled up to 65%.
Nah, I'm going to catch you. You threw a hand signal. You definitely threw a hand signal.
My area of Minnesota in the last 7 days.
Ah, there it is. There it is. Throwing hand signals. Telling you she's down for whatever.
And this recent stretch of days in the upper 80s and 90s isn't helping.
You get more evaporation, more water transpires out of the plants.
Okay, it rained for a good 4 hours today. So I don't want to hear this shit. It rained for 4 hours.
And so you have to make up that demand by increasing the amount of rainfall.
As the sun rays,
I want to go outside in the rain. It may sound crazy.
Point to hotter days ahead. All hope isn't lost.
84 counties are still drought free. Anything can happen over the next 2 weeks. We could recover.
Okay, enough of this bullshit. They are lying. You're lying and you know you're lying. You know how I know you're lying? Because your mouth is moving. Let me see. It was another. Ooh, yes, y'all want to watch this? It was 2 days ago, but it's worth showing.
One simple but brilliant trick to cool your home.
Loud enough. This ain't loud. That's where I come. This ain't loud. What I say? This ain't. Am I loud enough? This is a commercial? Yes, this is a fucking commercial. Oh, yes, I gotta show this. I gotta show this because you know the Great White North. I gotta show this. Sorry. But they've just liberated the buds. They want me swerving in here. Streaming next? What the fuck does that mean? Bring the shit on. Y'all on some bullshit. What is this? What is this? Mean streaming next. Ain't what the shit said. Says the nigga signing the shit. Oh, here we go. Okay, he's there. See what this nigga got to say. What this nigga got to say? We've given you your bud, and now what?
Beautiful day to come up here. In just a moment, we are going to sign the legislation to make recreational and adult use cannabis available in Minnesota.
All right, shut him up.
Become, I believe, the 23rd state, the 11th other.
Oh, this is some, I don't even know what this shit is.
Now is prohibition does not work. We've criminalized a lot of folks who are going to start.
I don't know why I can't hear
those records. We have a situation where
okay,
buying cannabis on the streets.
I don't want to watch this fucker for a half hour, that's for sure. I don't know what happened there. I don't have any don't hear him. But he signed the weed bill. He signed the weed bill. Oh, we get my favorite girl.
Governor Tim Walz officially signed a bill legalizing adult use cannabis in Minnesota Tuesday afternoon. On top of the THC approval, the new law allows for the expungement or
I love her. Original no weave hair. I love the drops, the pearls, the red. It's okay. It's summertime, but she's always looking good.
resentencing of cannabis convictions within the state. A whole host of state leaders and advocates joined the governor as he put pen to paper today. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look.
Become, I believe, the 23rd state. The 11th other states have.
God damn, this is a Jackie Gleason looking motherfucker. This nigga is Jackie Gleason. This is an Indian. Local, I bet she's Indian. He's got a wig. No melanated people in this shot. You know, I guess you want to include this Indian, but let's go. But okay, Grandpa. He used to play on, what was it called? And that's Uncle Joe. He is moving kind of Petticoat Junction. This nigga comes from Petticoat Junction. The governor used to be on Petticoat Junction.
Homegrown cannabis, but this has been a long journey with a lot of folks involved. What we know right now is prohibition does not work. We've criminalized a lot of folks who are going to start the expungement process on those records. We have a situation where buying cannabis on the streets is dangerous with the things from fentanyl to xylazine.
Wait a minute. Did this nigga just say buying weed on the street is dangerous? Let's hear that again. Did you just say that? You silly little motherfucker.
Buying cannabis on the streets is dangerous. We have a situation where buying cannabis on the streets is dangerous.
Oh, I'm going to make a clip out of that. What the fuck are you talking about?
Buying cannabis on the streets is dangerous.
Like, how dangerous is it? I don't know anywhere you can go drive up and buy it on the street. If you know a person selling weed, he's going to come over to your house. You go meet somewhere, but you're not going to be on the corner just like, hey, I got them bags on the corner. It's nowhere you can go do that here.
With the things from fentanyl to xylazine to the other things we're starting to see show up.
Okay, wait a minute. Why are you talking about fentanyl when you're talking about weed? Ain't nobody smoked weed and killed over and died. Ain't nobody smoked the blunt and died. Ain't nobody hit the bong and died. So why are they bringing that shit into this?
Up, it makes sense to have that. We also know we have a lot of folks here, and you're going to.
I'll say wherever she is, she's cute. Ooh, she's thick too.
Get to hear from some of those who have been at this for a long time. And they've made the case around medicinal cannabis, around pain relief, around the ability to treat many things that they know makes a difference, plus the fact of being adults need to make their own decisions around these types of choices. There's a lot of folks in here.
Okay, so if you want fentanyl, you should be allowed to have fentanyl. Fentanyl is a legal drug. I mean, if you get it prescribed, you can get fentanyl. So you know why he made that statement, because we are the happy state. You understand? We are the happy state. We are allowing children that want to be happy to come here and fuck their parents. They'll pay for all the bills if you come here to be happy. This is a happy state. We're about to have a happy parade in a couple weeks. Well, I forget when it is, but anyway.
Here, and I'm going to miss some, but I want to thank certainly our authors on this, Senator Port, Representative Stevenson, thank you. This is not only getting this bill legalized, it was an exercise in democracy.
It's some bullshit. Okay. You know, we got a border state that already passed. South Dakota has already passed. That's 4 hours away. We're not that far from Denver. Michigan ain't that far away. So, you know, it's give and take. It's give and take with it. It's give and take. Let's see. Group. I think, yeah. The blackening. Yeah, this is some old bullshit they put. This is some more bullshit they want to put out there. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, here we go. From a G to a grand to $20 bills. Connection Weekville was renamed. Look at her hand. Yep, yeah. See her hands. 100 is the new 20. Yeah, that's kind of right. Funky ass suit. He looked baggy. Exactly. Gerald, peace, OG, and have a wonderful day. Well, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. You too. That's very, very nice words, General Peace. You're welcome. Thank you for coming. Let's see. Where's it at? I'm here. Let's go. Let's get this going so it'll get rid of this commercial. Just show you the bullshit. Okay, this is bullshit. This is, again, you know, when they went through, when they were talking about and they gave all those rights to these Asian people, as I said before, we got Asian gangs in St. Paul. There are more Asians in the Twin Cities than melanated people. There are more Asians. It's about 600,000 Asians in this area. And all of them drive Asian-made cars. I would dare say 99% of the Asian people that live in this area drive Asian cars specifically. If you go on to the north side of town, they call it over north, there's a lot that just sells to Asians. They just sell to Asians. If you walk around and look at their lot, they will not come out to you. And all they got is Lexus, Toyotas, Nissans. So let's see what this community got to say.
After the fatal St. Paul police shooting of Mr. Ye Zhang, the Ramsey County attorney said it has received the investigative file from the BCA and is currently reviewing this case. But when this shooting happened, you should know it shook the Hmong community and left them with more questions than answers, especially after Mr. Zhang's family members said that Mr. Zhang is hard of hearing.
Okay, and what does she represent? Now, I do like her shirt. I mean, her collar is nice. It's a small collar because, again, this is a female. But it's not bad. It's not bad. She's kind of homely. You know, she is a Minnesota girl, but overall, masculine look, but not bad.
Hearing, and that there might have been a language barrier.
My dad do not speak English. There was a Hmong cop. I think if he could.
What? Your dad did what now? I didn't get that. What?
I think if he could have spoken Hmong to. My dad do not speak English.
What do you?
Hearing, and that there might have been a language barrier.
My dad do not speak English.
Do not what?
And that there might have been a language barrier.
My dad do not speak.
Do not.
And that there might have been a language barrier.
My dad do not speak. My dad do not speak.
Do not speak English. That is not a proper sentence. That's like a double negative. My dad do not. So it don't sound like she speaks English very well either. Told you, I lived next to some Hmong people that said they had a restaurant in Minneapolis for 30 years. The original parents, it was 4 generations in this house. It was the great-grandparents, the grandparents, the parents, and the children. The children moved out. They did not speak English. They were able to run a business in this area and not having to speak English. All right, let's go.
English. There was a Hmong cop. I think if.
Okay, mama is like hit. Man, that's an ugly woman. I maybe this is a sad story, but goddamn, you's ugly.
Hmong cop. I think If he could have spoken Hmong to my dad would at least understand, and he will follow.
Okay, so the mama ugly and the daughter ugly. Like they both ugly, so I see where you get your ugly from, but okay, let's go.
And he will follow.
And you don't speak it
rules.
very good either, honey.
Since that shooting, the Hmong community has taken it into.
Okay, did y'all catch it? What culture is he representing? What culture is he representing? What culture is he representing? You see what they do? They come here and dress like us, the melanated people of America. Everybody dresses like us. I mean, I guess casual dress, not suits and shit, but casual dress. This is how we dress. This is what he sees. He's dressing like a brother. But let's go. I guess he ain't part of a gang. They look like they're reading and shit under there. Are they on their phones? What is it? Let's go.
That shooting, the Hmong community has taken it into their own hands to help prevent.
Like, what was he in? Was he in the South? That lady, there's no way he was in Vietnam. He wasn't old enough. He wasn't old enough to be in Vietnam. So what army was this dude in?
Happening again. And with that story, here's Sharon.
Regardless of the specifics surrounding the police shooting of Mr. Ye Zhang back in February, to Zaneng Va, a tragedy is a tragedy is a tragedy.
Just the fact that somebody lost a life for over something like that is just incomprehensible.
Like you can tell, like this is what's interesting. They come to America and they suffer the same hypertension, obesity, but let's go.
Va with the Hmong Shaman and Herb Center in partnership with Asian Media
He got
Access
herbs?
has been going around running trainings recently, training Hmong elders on how to interact with police.
The knee has not really been there until that incident yet. So not so much that you're born out of it, that it's that
Is he a midget? I mean, he got the shortest arms in the world.
create even greater urgency for us to really put out the message.
The message is culturally specific.
Who would buy this ugly shit? That is the shit they sell? God damn, that's some ugly shit. But let's go.
In our culture, you show a respectful sign by, lower your status, lower your head, and do not have eye contact with, law enforcement or any official. But in this country, we're supposed to be acting differently. For example, we need to have an eye contact. When somebody speaks to us, we need to, show that we are paying attention. We cannot, walk away, or we cannot lower our head.
So if you don't pay attention, they put one in your ass. That's what he said. If they don't pay attention, they put one in your ass.
Thinking that, we be respectful. In reality, probably that is doing the reverse.
And Va's #1 advice to Hmong elders:
There's a difference between know how to speak English and understanding the legality of the English that you spoke. Even if you speak English well, to the point where you comprehend everything, the best thing is to just say no English.
equipping
Wait a
seniors
minute.
with
Wait a
extra
minute.
knowledge.
What did he say? That shit didn't make sense.
Even if you speak English well, to the point where you
Compliment everything? What does that mean? He means comprehend. They say compliment everything. He means comprehend. Okay.
comprehend everything, the best thing is to just say no English.
Equipping seniors with extra knowledge is their main goal. It's not just about law enforcement, but also other things seniors can be susceptible to.
Every year, there's $60 billion is wasted in Medicare fraud and scams. And the unfortunate part is that
Wait a minute.
Shooting of Mr. Ye Zhang.
Wait a minute. Where the hell she come from? Why the European is needed? Why they switched up on us? Why is this European here?
because of hearing, because of
Okay, so the European can tell the story better than the Hmong people. Okay, let's go European.
vulnerabilities of the heart. Sometimes it's because of language.
In terms of why the onus falls on the communities of color to educate themselves, Va
You
said,
notice she didn't say melanated.
The reality is that everybody has to do their little
Hmong Town Market
part, because we cannot just depend on one spectrum or one dimension to do their parts and expect everybody to be affected by or be changed by it.
Hopefully this never happens again, right? Hopefully we don't have to walk this path. But if we do, we might be able to reach individuals to help someone else prevent this from happening again. Whether it's a tragedy with guns, whether it's a tragedy.
I don't mind this top, I guess. Her hair is together. I like her glasses. Okay, let's go.
with fraud or scams or other ways that we help our older adults feel safe.
Shit, one in your ass ain't safe. You know, you old Hmong dude and you don't speak English and don't comprehend it, and they put one in your ass. I don't know about that.
Absolutely. Voss says they have 3 more training sessions scheduled at area Hmong senior centers. And they're welcome.
He said it. Tell these motherfuckers I don't speak English and bring somebody to look like me. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm like, I don't speak European and bring somebody here that looks like me. European officer, I don't speak European. I need you to bring somebody that's like me. I think that's the best thing you need to do. Say, I don't speak European. We don't vibe the same way European. I need to see somebody look like me. Oh. 1 year. We're 1 year away. It just doesn't stop, y'all. The great white north doesn't stop. Oh, this is even better. No, that's a while ago. I think it's still good. It's a good story. I think y'all want to know about this. I think everybody wants to know about this story. So I'm going to show it. Because it's an old story, but not too old. But y'all going to love it. Because, you know, some people have problems that everybody don't have. And you know what I mean as you listen to this story. We don't have these kind of problems.
My shirt had blood on it, but nothing gushing. I didn't get bits. It was just a scratch. This one's tender.
Yeah, but it is tender. A Minneapolis woman is home recovering from the pain.
Let's hear this shit again.
It was just a scratch. But nothing gushing. I didn't get bits. It was just a
Oh, this bitch got bit by a bear.
This one's tender.
This bitch got stitches. She got stitches and it was just, ooh. Okay, let's go.
This woman is home recovering from the painful injuries she suffered in a rare bear attack in cabin country.
Okay, that looks like more than just a, hey, what did she say? What did she say? She said it was just a, this looks like more than just a, it looked like the bear said, hey, come here, bitch. Europeans just come
up. It happened near Nisswa on Gull Lake over the long Memorial Day weekend. Tonight, that woman telling her story exclusively to Fox 9.
I want to tell it.
Did sit down with her, and Paul, I know she is still hurting, but
okay, his suit is tight. Okay, his suit is crispy. His suit is clean. I like it. She looks better today. It's okay for a funny shaped dude. Okay, got no complaints.
she is one lucky woman, and she knows it.
Yeah, Kelsey Randy, let's start by talking odds here. The DNR reports it has only documented 10 bear attacks leading to serious injury in Minnesota since 1987. Just 10, as Randy knows. The experts all say black bears rarely aggressive. It sounds like this woman letting her dog out of the family cabin at just the wrong time startled the bear, leaving her vulnerable and exposed.
This one's tender, and then there's one here.
Inside her Minneapolis home, the 65-year-old gave us a look at the painful injuries from the terrifying bear attack that required stitches in the aftermath and had her hyperventilating in the moment.
No, I was in shock. I was in shock.
Lori asked that we use only her first name, not wanting too much attention here for what happened just after midnight on the Friday of Memorial Day weekend. The grandmother was at a beloved family cabin near Nisswa. Just the view from the deck, the campfires. Lori loves every minute she and her loved ones get to spend on Gull Lake.
You know why? Because it's the most beautiful cabin. Go out there, Carter.
Last week, Lori says her young pup Zeus was a little restless at the cabin, so she let him outside when she heard some hissing and went out to investigate.
I thought it was like a raccoon, and so I ran towards it, but there was no Zeus and there was no raccoon. There was a bear. coming at me. Brum, brum, brum. I screamed twice and then I said, "It's a bear! It's a bear!" Like, it's a bear! I can't believe it's a bear.
She's not exactly sure if the bear pounced on top of her, but it certainly clawed her good. Her chest, shoulders, back. This is the zip-up she had on. You can see the rips and tears.
It wasn't a huge bear, but it was older than a cub. For sure, it was bigger size.
All the commotion had her 14-year-old grandson rushing to her side as she ended up curled up in a ball on the ground.
Wait a minute, the bear was trying to get some, wasn't he?
It's a bear! Like, it's a bear! I can't believe it's a bear.
She's not exactly sure if the bear pounced on top of her, but it certainly clawed her good. Her chest, shoulders, back. This is the zip-up she had on.
The bear's trying to get him some. He's trying to zip down.
You can see the rips and tears.
It wasn't a huge bear, but it was older than a cub. For sure, it was
I'd have whooped that bear's ass. Okay, he's weak, though.
bigger size.
All the commotion had her 14-year-old grandson rushing to her side as she ended up curled up in a
Okay, if it was that bear, I would have kicked that bear's ass. Get out of here with that shit.
ball on the ground.
I'm fucking bears up.
It was very surprising. I feel like I was pretty calm actually during the whole thing, but like thinking back at it, it's like still kind of unreal, you know? Like
This nigga ran. You know he ran. He ran.
attacked by a bear, like that doesn't really happen.
That's some bad luck.
Lori's family rushed her to the emergency room where she was given antibiotics for the deep gashes. Fortunately, she wasn't bitten. She's taking this week off from work to rest and heal. She's a good sport about what happened, planning to use a bear paw patch.
Like, how does the bear even get around you?
To stitch up the torn blue hoodie. She's also got no intention whatsoever of canceling an upcoming summer camping trip to Lake Superior. But she's not bringing Zeus. And as for that bear that gave her the fright of her life, there's no hard feelings about its aggressive response.
No, I'd
have killed that goddamn bear. Fuck that. That bear would have went down.
I shocked him. We were both scared. I surprised him.
I think he was less scared when he was biting you and crawling your ass with your tie-dye ugly ass dress on. But let's go.
No, I didn't think I was going to die. I thought, oh.
The bear was about to get him some. That's what she thought. It was like, damn, this bear might try to get some.
I interrupted a bear.
I know what she said there.
Even they're laughing at her ass. Even they're laughing at her ass. Even they laughing at her ass. You see? Hey, that shit. Man, you got to be an unlucky motherfucker to run into a bear. The boarding. I mean, you just got to be super unlucky for a bear to, claw you up and shit. You be close enough to a bear. If a bear saw me, he would go the other way. Now, this is some bullshit here. I saw this. This has been going on. And I don't know if this is a victory, but some people look at this as a victory. Okay, like some people, when it came to 4K, it didn't help them a bit. She's got a honker on her. But let's go.
Role is now in effect. Sammy Salinas shows us the efforts to get them registered.
After spending years registering other people to vote, I will now be able to register myself.
Antonio Williams and advocates standing alongside him are celebrating the day.
I didn't think that I was going to be able to vote until I was 71 years old because of a 40-year probation sentence. And today I will also be able to register.
Damn, what did you do to be 40 years probation? What did this chick do? It got to be some kind of drug, some kind of drug she did, had something to do with. It had to be. Now she's happy she can vote.
To vote.
The new law goes into effect June 1st.
Because as of midnight a few hours ago, the words on the sticker are not just a hope, they are a reality.
Secretary of State Steve Simon welcomes some of the first Minnesotans.
Who do you think these people are going to vote for? Who do you think they're registering? Who do you think all these people that are voting now, all these felons, who do you think what party do you think they're registering?
On probation or parole to register to vote.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Minnesota's newest eligible voters.
Many Republicans oppose the bill, including Representative Paul Torkelson.
Serving some of their probation time before getting their voting rights back would be a much more practical compromise.
Yeah, because they're saying more Democrats. Democrats getting more trouble, but if you give them the right to vote, hey, that's okay if they're felons. The Democrats don't mind the felons voting for them.
Explains all of the
You
criteria.
don't want to help them get jobs and shit, but you get them to vote now.
The eligibility criteria.
And while this is now law, advocates know
You get them to vote.
there are challenges to reaching the people who can now register.
That's right.
So politicians and supporters are starting by taking to the east side of St. Paul to tell people about the new law.
It doesn't matter if your background, it doesn't matter what community you come from, you can vote.
More than 55,000 formerly incarcerated Minnesotans are impacted.
And we want to make sure that we invite you all to register if you are or not.
And this group wants to make sure every one of them knows of their new rights. Sammy Solina, KARE 11 News.
Damn.
Minnesota is known for a lot of things, from its lakes to its mosquitoes.
Damn. Damn. Democrats desperate. He's like, we'll let everybody vote. We'll let everybody vote. What's this? Investigated lie, lawmakers approve, safety. This is crazy. Okay. This is just crazy. This is crazy. What was this? One more thing I thought was worth tripping off of. Turning back on. This is everything. They try to throw everything into. I don't know if I give a fuck about this. I guess this does affect some people, so let's go with it.
Federal student loan payment pause, force payments to resume September 1st, and limit new student debt moratoriums. On Tuesday, Democratic Congressmember Ayanna Pressley filed an amendment to remove this section, saying, quote, the pause on student loan payments has been life-changing for families across the country. For more, we're joined by Braxton Brewington, press secretary of the Debt Collective, a group working to end the student loan crisis. Braxton, welcome.
Hey, y'all remember HBO, what was his name? The Skull Keeper, or remember, it was on HBO, the puppet, the Skull Keeper. What was his name on HBO? That's who she is. And okay, let's go, bruh. I mean, really? Is your hair can naturally look like that? Okay, let's go. Let's see what you got to say.
Welcome back to Democracy Now! We only have a few minutes.
How has student debt, not having to pay your student debt, helped you, bruh? Let's hear it. Didn't it help you with that suit decision? You masoned it up here with the black and white, but let's go.
And
what is she wearing? This is is this a spring jacket? She's got the military. What is you wearing, lady? Damn, you inside a studio. Obviously, you didn't need this jacket, but let's go.
Respond to the passage of the debt ceiling legislation and how it impacts student loan.
This is President Biden turning his back on student debtors with this provision.
Did he say Biden? Didn't he mean Biden? He said Biden, but let's go.
In the debt ceiling.
His name is Braxton Brewington. That's a tongue twister. Braxton Brewington here. He's a debt collective.
Is essentially codify an end to the student loan pause. It says not only should student debtors have to resume payments on September 1st, but that the pause can never be extended again. And so what that risks is that should June this month, the Supreme Court rule against student debt relief, student loan borrowers are going to be in what could be the worst financial position they've ever been in, which is going through COVID, having a student debt crisis.
Okay, let me tell you what the government and all the businesses did. And I watched them do this as the manufacturing, because let me say this. I was born in the 60s. So I was aware of people working in the 60s. I've said it before. My father worked for my stepfather worked for General Motors. My father worked for the city of Battle Creek, Michigan. both professionals. And my father worked 2 jobs and went to school. That's how he paid his way to graduate. He worked 3rd shift at Eaton's, and then he went to school during the day. That's what he did. He put himself through. He graduated from high school in 1961. He was able to save the money and pay for everything by 1968. Now, in the mid-70s, the 80s, all the government and businesses, let's not forget that, and the states all colluded against the people and said the only way you can get these jobs is you got to go to college. So they forced these people into debt. They forced these people into debt. What is was going around years ago? The girl borrowed $26,000. She paid the $26,000 back and still owed like $40,000. Man, it was a scam. And the businesses and the state businesses, the state hires people, they colluded against us Americans. They colluded to force you to take these loans, to force you to think you had to go to college. And it goes back to what was done in the 80s. You took the drafting out of high school. You took the electrician out of high school. You took the woodworking, the metalworking, the home building. You took auto mechanics out of high school. You took the plumbing out of high school. And the trades didn't go anywhere. Remember, the trades didn't go anywhere. But you didn't want to publicize that people could do trades that you need training for, but not a college education. And so you know what a lot of states have done now? A lot of states have had to drop their requirements for the college degrees. A lot of businesses have to drop these requirements because they were unrealistic if you had the experience. I know a lady right now working in a law office, does not have a law degree. She lied and told him she had a law degree, but she could do the fucking work. That's, they never checked. Never checked. She doesn't have a law degree, but she can do the fucking work. And she still works there. She's been working there for about 15, 20 years. Doesn't have a degree, but she lied and said she had a degree. But she can do the work. So this is where our government and the businesses colluded against the people. They colluded against us. And again, I went to college on scholarship. My shit was all paid for. All I had to do was just say my name and my social security number. They was like, okay, the shit's paid for. So I didn't have to pay to go to college. But let me say this. My ex-wife didn't have to pay because she came from extreme poverty. My cousins that end up, one retired from the Air Force. Him and his brother, they didn't have to pay. They went through ROTC. They ain't had to pay. They graduated in 85, 86, somewhere in there, 84, 85 from college. They ain't had to pay for none of it because they grew up in extreme poverty. So that ain't still an option. The Pell Grants and stuff ain't still an option. You just got to take loans. So it's a scam. It's a scam. College debt was a scam. And they still trying to scam people. And it should be illegal. And it's not. It's not illegal, y'all. It's not. Say it. Say it. It ain't illegal yet. Oh, okay. The vote don't matter. They're going to vote Democrat anyway. Braxton Bruin sounds like Alias. Yes. Read my soul. What is happening? Thank you for joining. And for watching me, I know you got to have vision. Didn't Joe make it so you couldn't file bankruptcies for student loans? Yeah, you can't. You can't file bankruptcies for student loans, or you can't file bankruptcy for child support either. Never thought about it like that. Mr. Lives, hey, okay, put all that behind, pay a wall. Yeah. Hey, Larry told me they're going to throw the loans out. No one will. Oh, I hope so. We'll see. We'll see if they throw them out because that's what was promised. That's what was promised. So we'll see. I know personally some people that it's been forgiven, and it's like they already wrote it off. So some people was already able to get their shit wrote off. So they've been showing this mug tripping and shit all day. I wanted to see that. I wanted to see more of this motherfucker tripping. He been tripping all day. Guess, let me see if it's right here. Where he trips and shit. Oh, yeah. You know, we talked about this the other day. See if we can get this going. You know, I talked about this before, my break. And Eric Lewis won't work finals. He worked last year. Lewis, who worked for the last 4 finals, was not one of the 12. Again, the 12 selected between the Nuggets and Miami. Regarding Lewis, and the social media posts are continuing to view the matter, and he will not be working the finals. So he got suspended. But they put him there. If you think that this was just haphazard, they put him there. They gave him bread for not working it, but they put him there. They put him there because people are waking, that's not even the right word. People are seeing the fix. People are seeing that basketball, football, baseball, hockey, soccer, if there's a betting line, it is compromised. That's the simplest way I can tell you. If there's a betting line on a game, it is compromised, no matter what level. And now, even the technology is probably reached these high schools. Because when Chet Holmgren and Master P and them, it was seeming like some of them shots was manipulated. I watched a game with Chet Holmgren and Master P's son. And the young man, what's his name, plays for Orlando, that played for Gonzaga. Skiles, whatever his name is. So he was put there to do this. And he's getting compensated for doing this. So if you just think that he did that no, he was put there. He was put there to do that because they're getting heat and people know how fake it is. And so they're getting heat on with Chet Holmgren, and they're getting heat on every side. And they're trying desperate ways to make you think that it's not fixed. The integrity of the game. I mean, how credible is football? Most sports, the players can't bet on any other sports at all. But football lets you bet on any sport long as you don't do it on the football facility. Let me see. One of these books is right here. Might be a picture here. Let me just show you. There's a picture in here, and if I can find it quick, just to show you. And I got a book back here about a guy that breaks down the creators of pro football. They're all gamblers. Myra's, Rooney. Remember the Myra and Rooney family? Remember there's an actress, the girl with the red tattoo? She's Rooney Myra, or Myra Rooney. I think her name is Myra Rooney. These were fucking gamblers. They was allowed to buy these pro teams. They was hustlers. So you ever think there was any integrity in this game? There was never. Never any integrity in this game at all. They were always compromised since the very first game of professional football. They already knew who was going to win. And if you want, a good thing on baseball, look at the, what's his name? The writer, Burns. Look at Burns' thing on pro baseball. And pro baseball, I'll tell you, when it was started, it was fixed. You come to my place when, we'll play 2 games. Maybe we'll split. I'll go to your place. Maybe we'll split. I mean, it shows you it was fixed. Yeah, there was a picture of Rooney in here somewhere. There's a big picture. And, it's very Masonic. I mean, people forget that the original football field was a checkerboard like the Masons. The referees are in black and white in all sports like Masons. Nah, I can't find the picture I want. Oh, well. I think his name was, let me see, maybe I can find it here. If I can remember his name right. think it was Wellington Myra. Let's see his name. Look at this picture. It's just like when a stank hoe is on you and you don't want the stank hoe. That's that look like, I don't want this. I done had this before. Ain't that look like? I done hit this before. Don't go away from me. I done had you. I don't want you. That's that look. You like, hey, I done had that before, but you send me something new. I think that's his name, Wellington Myra. Ton. I think it's M. Let's see. Yeah, let's just go here. Oh, yeah, it's showing the son. It's showing the son, not the daddy. Yeah, this is showing the son. This is Junior. This is Junior. His daddy. It was his daddy. No, it might be him. 1916, yeah, him. This was a gambler. He started the Giants because he was a gambler. He gambled on all sports. This guy right here, Wellington Myra. And his granddaughter is, I think her name is Myra Rooney. But this is a gambler. That's how he started his thing. So you think of the sports where if a gambler starts a sport, do you think the sport is real? Do you think he's going to take that aspect out of it? No. No, it's going to stay there. That's why they picked him. And they put him in the Hall of Fame. Look at this. They put him in the Hall of Fame. This gambler. This gambler is in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. This gambler. That means he's crooked. Means you can't believe, that it's real. They put him in the Hall of Fame. And the other one's name is Rooney. I don't remember Rooney's name. Let's see. Myra Rooney. This is the girl I'm talking about. She popped up. I think this is Myra Rooney. I'm looking for her grandfather. The Rooney grandfather. It didn't come up. Just her. No, this is her. Yeah, this is her. This is the girl in the red tattoo. It's this girl. Sorry. That's Myra Rooney right there. The other girl wasn't. That is Myra Rooney. She's two gambling families that become billionaires that they was gamblers. Now, I ain't down to no gambler, it doesn't have her grandfather, and here's just her. She coming up and not her grandfather. Now, if you think I'm tripping, here it is. This is definitely her. See, Ryan Rooney, Myra Rooney. She is from a gambling family that are now both sides made billionaires because of pro football. Because of pro football. So, it's getting more obvious every year, of course. Of course, it's getting more obvious. And I guess the way we could do it is, if we turn off from it. I think a lot of us are addicted to sports. It's a lot of us like, we want to be, what is the word? Distracted. Because that's what sports is. That's what, you go back to the Roman Colosseum. What did the Caesars need to do? They need to distract the people. And that's what sports does for us. It distracts us. You can sit for 2 or 3 hours and don't worry about your life. You're worrying about what's on the field. And remember, even though you don't bet. Now think about this. Everybody can relate to this. Even if you are not a bettor, and you pull for a team, everybody fucks with you when your team don't win or lose. I know everybody can relate to that. Now, I'm an Eagles fan, so you know what I got when they lost the Super Bowl. I'm getting it the whole game. The family, all of a sudden, everybody's going for whoever won the Super Bowl this year. Kansas City. All of a sudden, everybody going for Kansas City. And that's common. You pick a team and, your people know that that's your team and they tease you. But that's the connections we have with these sports. We identify with this stuff. We identify with the teams, and our family and friends know we identify with these sports. So our friends and families, when they give us gifts from these teams, right? And some of us live and die. Some of us, if you don't know that sports are fixed, you live and die with this stuff. If you are a gambler, and you don't realize and you don't think that this is a fixed thing, and you don't look at the fix and figure out the fix before it happens. Now today with Denver, it was easy to figure out today. It was easy to know, Denver was a lock today. Now we're going to see how it goes. Is it a 4-game sweep? It should be. It should be a 4-game sweep because they're overmatched. But we know how they like to do. And just like, it's Iverson won everything but the chip. I talked about that the other night. Everything but the chip. Remember, I talked about this the other night. Karl Malone won the MVP. Michael Jordan won the championship. Y'all remember that? When Michael Jordan should have really won the MVP too, but they gave it to Karl Malone. But Michael Jordan got the championship. So it's rigged. It's clear now. I've been rocking with you since 2010, OG, and every year since been people saying your talking points. Well, I don't mind it. Yeah, I don't mind it, that I'm glad that, I'm the one that kind of put a topic out there, put a subject of fixed sports and how they do it. It's not just, that they're fixed, but we try to put our ways to show you how it's fixed. Like early in the game, Jimmy Butler got his shot blocked. I've showed over and over again how you can let a dude block your shot. Again, against Boston, Jimmy Butler had his shot blocked 10 or 11 times during the season or during that series. And then what do we see? His third or fourth shot tonight is blocked again. And I've showed videos how you can let a dude block your shot. Now, I hate telling the story about Ray Pete and how I had to embarrass him. But when I went up, if I would have just went up over Ray Pete and shot it, he'd have blocked my shot. Because he had timed my jump and everything. He just didn't know I could hang in the air and I could switch the ball way out here and flip it with my wrist with one hand and kill him. He didn't understand that. He couldn't stay in the air as long as me. But my point is, if I could have let him block my shot. And that's what we saw a bunch with Jimmy Butler. And it was a couple others. You can see where they shoot it into their hand. Because all you got to do really is shoot it high anytime. But you see where they shoot it in their hand. When Jimmy Butler got his shot blocked, he shot it right into the player's hand. If you want to make it, you definitely, it's always arch. So, said that earlier, they gave Joel the MVP after the controversy, and then Joker going to get the ring. Yeah, you did say that. The final should be an ass whooping. I agree with that.
My bitches.
Oh, I agree with that. Oh, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Just say, I'm good. Insomnia kicking my butt. I quit the THC. You quit the THC? Why? Why'd you quit the THC? THC, get some sativia. Get some sativia. It'll make you go to sleep. Get that kind. Get the THC with the sativia in it. And the sativia will make you go to sleep. Then they got the drinks with it. You can just drink it out. The drops is really the bomb. If you get the strong drops, that's the fine. Put some strong drops in some coffee. Ooh, that shit had you going all day. How long have I been going? Oh, I'm over 2 hours. What time is it? I ain't slept in forever. I ain't really sleep last night myself. I should have took my ass up because I ain't go to bed till about 5 last night. I should have got my ass up and went and played pickleball because I could have. But I was a little sore, elbow a little sore, so I don't mind. I usually take Thursdays off. But I still should have got my ass up. I was up and just couldn't really sleep. So, yeah, I suffered a little bit because I didn't get any deep sleep. You need deep sleep. Yeah, I get it. Had to slow down because of the babies. I don't know. I smoked more when them mugs was born. Like, hey, shut up, little baby. No, it keeps you up. I dig it. I dig it too because, like, when my daughter's here, I smoke downstairs, but when she's here, I only smoke in this room, or don't smoke at all and just take edibles. Yeah. So I understand. I don't smoke in front of her. I don't be in front of her just with a blunt. I'm not really a blunt person, but I don't have a pipe in front of her. This is personal. I don't do that in front of my children. I mean, I only got 2 children young, and one's 17, so she ain't really young no more. But my youngest she'll be 12 in August. So yeah, I don't be chiefing up in front of her. I don't be chiefing up. Said I can get some shit that you have in another universe. I can get some shit that you have in another. Oh yeah, that's the good shit. That shit that makes you put it on your mind. But it's stuff you can get to put you to sleep. But it's good stuff. Sometimes you can get that stuff where it helps with the meditations too. You don't need that DMT. You don't need mushrooms. Just some good bud can put you in that same hemisphere. Did you hear me? This ain't loud. Did you hear me? This ain't loud. Oh, yeah, I think I need to go to sleep. Yeah, I'm over 2 hours. I need to go to sleep. I definitely need to go to sleep. Tomorrow is Friday night, which I don't come on Friday nights. If I get some rest, I'll try to do a show tomorrow afternoon. I know I said it the other day, but I don't come on Friday nights. So, if anybody's got anything to add to the universe, Spider-Man, I tried to get as much notes as I put down. What I put down, I tried to put as much information as I could put out of it. I didn't want to spoil anybody from seeing it, but yeah. But yeah, the Spider-Man and the silver cord that we each have, that's deep. I'd never picked that up with Spider-Man before, and that's what it is. It's a way of, you're grounded. It's a way that you can never be disconnected from the source. And that Spider-Man gives us to that, and nobody else gives us that. That we're always by this cord connected to the source. That's deep. And because a lot of people say, they couldn't find their bodies. Well, that's impossible because you're tethered to it. And that's what death is. Death is the silver cord actually being torn from your soul. When we talk about the difference between your soul and this self, that's the one thing that ties you together. So if you do leave your body, you're connected. That's why people say, I can't find my body. Well, there's a cord that you can literally just do that and it'll take you back to your body. So, people, and this is the funny thing, people will have, anxiety attacks leaving their body. They'll leave their body and they'll start having anxiety attacks. And so it lessens the experience because they're like, oh shit, I'm out of my body. Ooh, they're like they show the Matrix when he's falling, it's not really like that. But some people that makes them do that, They'll be sitting there and, calm and leave their body. And then they're, leaving their body, give them a panic attack. So they, can't go with the experience. The experience is, taken away. So, it's like they say, ride the wave, just ride the wave. Oh, I didn't give out the Jaguar energy. Wanted to give out that Jaguar transformation energy. And at the same time, giving out to Talak. Wanted to give out these energies to y'all because this is American stuff. This is our stuff. And if you can use it, use it. Again, the ball player's helmet representing the Hero Twins. What'd he say?
This ain't loud. I just left a light in it. I just left a light. This ain't loud.
I'm just having a little fun, y'all. Well, that's all I got. That's all I got. I ain't got no more. So, the universal hand signal of love, and acceptance, Hi. How you doing? And that's what we give. We give out the exchange of energy. Again, put your hands together like this and just feel the energy. I mean, there's a communication between your hands. And you should be able to feel some kind of energy between your two hands. You bring in energy like this, and you filter energy out with your left hand. And so there should be a communication. When you hold your hands together, you should be able to feel that communication between your hands. Because know it or not, we may hear things, but we take things in with the right. It's just a naturally way of we take things in. It doesn't even matter if you're left-handed. You still take things in when you're right hand. That's why when you harmonize, you got one in your right hand, one in your left. But you just naturally have energy between your hands. And, you should work on capturing that, feeling that. Because like when I get my hands acupuncture, I can feel the communication that when he puts them here, he like hits me right here and right there. They hit those nerves, and I can feel the energy moving between, my hands. And so just try that. Just try to see if you can feel it. Because, yeah, we may hear with our ears, but energy comes in like this through your hands. That's why a lot of us talk with our hands, because we're receiving and we push out the negative. If you can dig that. Can't? Well, that's on you. Cause did I get it? This ain't loud enough. This ain't loud enough. Is it loud enough? This ain't loud enough. I want it to be loud enough. I want to get that message out there. And just like Bobby Hemmett would do, he would talk to, it'd be 30 or 40 people there and just talking. And everybody would leave. He would come sit with the last person and personally tell the story. And that's how I feel I try to do. Probably, if it's just one person watching, hey, I'm giving it to you. So again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Again, I will not be on Friday night, tomorrow morning, but I'll be back on Saturday night, Sunday morning. So maybe tomorrow afternoon, if I can have time. I don't know. It's Friday. So I don't know if I'm going to have time to come on in the afternoon. But if I'm just fucking around and ain't doing shit, because I ain't got to get up. So this has been a Chocolate Mountain Show. I've been your super funky host, Big Pontiac. Say less. Ooh. This ain't loud enough. This ain't loud enough. This ain't loud enough.
I just left a light in this. I just left a light in this. I just left a. I just left a light in this bit.
This ain't loud.
I just left a light in this bit. I'm finna hit.
For what he has, he says that the only way that we can solve our problem is to unite together among ourselves, among our own kind, clean ourselves up, rid ourselves of the evils that we've become addicted to here in this society, and try and...
Off my dome, this is actually taught by the people who are ancestors of the Mayans in...
Me and Bubba trying to rescue some kittens. And
fuck up, move the fuck back. 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 Fuck up, move the fuck back.
Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man. Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man. Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man.
Joe Beach, he looked down, seen his feet, the nigga went berserk, killed the monkey, threw the bat out the window, start kicking that bitch in the air. My eye, plus I'm in love with a bitch I can't stand. My eye, plus I'm in love with a bitch I can't stand.
You don't understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. It's cool enough just being cool. It's cool enough just being cool. It's cool enough just being cool.
It's cooling out just being cool. It's cooling out just being cool. It's cooling out just being cool.
I mean, TikTok. I mean, TikTok. I mean, TikTok. I mean, TikTok. I mean, TikTok.
You're a philosopher? Yes. 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 I think very deeply. I think very.
Flag cause he wiped up Future's flag cause he wiped up Future's motherfucking ex-hoe. Flag cause he wiped up Future's motherfucking ex-hoe. Flag cause he flag cause he wiped up Future's motherfucking ex-hoe.
Hey, dance with me. Hey, dance with me. Hey, dance with me. Hey, dance with me. Hey, dance with me.
Damn white boys out there. Most of them is psychopaths and all that. They'll kill your mama's mama and you. What the hell you want here, hunky?
Decent white folk that still don't know they're racist.
You're my neighbor. You're my neighbor. You're my.
Be satisfied. Be satisfied. Be satisfied. Be satisfied. Be satisfied.
You have to stop and think. What does that mean to me?
I think we OD.
Your lines are still open. Oh shit, you can get it, nigga. You wanna get it?
The Chinese platform. The Chinese platform. The Chinese platform. The Chinese platform. You're the Chinese platform. You're the Chinese platform. You're the Chinese platform. You already know they don't give a fuck about your black ass. The Chinese platform. You already know they don't give a fuck about your black ass. The Chinese platform. You already know they don't give a fuck about your black ass.
That's what me and this nigga do. We pick something and then we ran about it.
I think we OD.
Yo, baby, I got all the dope moves.
I think we OD.
Dope what?
I think we OD. I think we OD.
Baby, I'm a walking dead man, is what they call me when I. Baby, I'm a walking dead man, is what they call me when. Baby, I'm a walking dead man, is what they call me when I hit the loot juice. It pulls up in the. Do that, Tans, do that.
I just be shopping and shit. You know, drinking and shit. Do a little smoking and shit. I'm legendary in this motherfucker. I'm legendary in this motherfucker. I'm legendary in this motherfucker.
And the fans, they're there for entertainment.
I stopped playing games and I mastered the art.
I hit the loot juice. It pulls up in the. I hit the loot juice. It pulls up in the.